According to recent data, there are now around 680,000 Koreans working multiple jobs known as N-jobber or N-jablo. That's the highest number since COVID-19, and I have to admit, I'm one of them too. It's great to see more people embracing that N-jobber lifestyle, though it also shows how competitive things have become. Still, that competition is what keeps us growing. Hi Crunchers, I'm your DJ Jihi and this is Culture Crunch. Now today on Creme de la Creme, we are joined by Arirang's very own pro N-jobber, so stay tuned. Well, we'll start things off with a song. Here's 행로 by 정대현.
시절 꿈을 꾸었지 거리 윈 어제의 흔적뿐이야 어디쯤에 도착했는지 알 수는 없지만 그저 걷는다 낡은 표지판 속에 다 버린 질문만이 가득해 세상의 정답은 알 순 없어 너와 어딜 향해 또 달려가는가 멈춰진 시간 속에 또 길을 잃었지만 이젠 다시 일어나야 해 거친 꿈을 꾸던 그대로 그 끝엔 내가 있을까 정해진 관념을 맞추진 않을 거야 누군가 틀렸다고 말할 테지만 수많은 발자국 속 우리 걸음을 남기자 내 길을 찾아 뻔한 문제 속에 갇혀도 더 크게 외칠 거야 세상의 정답은 알 순 없어 너와 나 어딜 향해 또 멈춰진 시간 속에 또 길을 잃었지만 이젠 다시 일어나야 해 거친 꿈을 꾸던 그대로 그 끝엔 내가 있을까 구겨진 하루 젖은 창문에 못다 쓴 이야기를 남길래 다시 걸어가 이 길 끝에서 내가 피어나 빛날 테니까 너와 나 어딜 향해 또 달려가는가 멈춰진 시간 속에 또 길을 잃었지만 이젠 다시 두 발을 딛고 이 순간을 믿는다면 그 끝엔 내가 있을까
Is success your goal? Then tune in to Creme de la Creme to learn the secrets of the top players in their respective field. Now, today on Creme de la Creme, we're joined by one of the busiest English announcers in Korea. I'd say she easily makes it to the top 3 when it comes to having a packed schedule. Crunchers, some of you already know who this person is. We have Kwon So-a in the studio. Hello, So-a.
Hello, T. Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Was it wonderful?
I loved it.
Wow, I can't believe you're sitting on our guest's couch right now. It feels a little bit awkward because we would just bump into each other at Arirang, or I would see you like videoing our studio from outside, you know? But yeah, how does it feel for you?
It feels great.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like far away from you.
Really?
I wish we could sit like side by side and talk.
It's a little distant.
But let me say hi to our viewers because some of our viewers might be familiar with me. So, 안녕하세요, riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to the Culture Wave. I'm So-a, is what I usually say, but today I'm here on Culture Crunch. 네, 안녕하세요. 저는 더 컬처 웨이브라는 아리랑 TV 프로그램을 진행하고 있는 권소아입니다. And
Thank you so much
should
for
I do
that.
this also in my mother tongue?
Yes,
or?
please. In German and French as well. We want to
Okay,
hear
just
it.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Hallo, mein Name ist Soa Kwon und ich bin sehr froh, dass ich heute auf diesem Programm bin mit einer meiner besten Freundinnen. Salut, ça va? Je m'appelle Soa Kwon. Enchantée. Je suis très heureux aujourd'hui. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, wow. Okay, I did not understand any of that, but
Basically,
you
hello.
said basically the same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, I hope there were some
But
French.
I do want to tell you what I said in German was, I'm so happy to be on this program with one of my best friends.
Oh, that's so sweet. You should have said that in English too, but you just said
Yeah, I
that.
just
So
said it.
thank you. All right. Well, you know, one of our listeners, Benny, he was saying, oh, it's the Sochi sisters.
Yes, we are the Sochi sisters.
We are, and
So-a and Jihi or Chihi in English.
Right, right. So it's a combination of So-a and Jihi, Sochi. And in fact, we met on Korea now, a little before that, but that's when we first started working together.
Right.
And even before that, I don't know if you remember, but I remember clearly.
Oh.
It was back in 2021. I first saw you like in the lobby, this area, before the studio actually existed. And that's when I was auditioning to become the Arirang reporter, which I ended up doing for 1 month. But anyway, I saw you then. You were helping out with one of your close friends back then as well. And when I saw you, I'm like, oh, she's very 멋있다, 멋있는 언니. Yeah, and so that's how I wanted to become close to you. And we met on Korea now, right?
Yes, and I mean, I do remember you telling me this story, but for me, like our real first encounter was on Korea Now.
Right.
And that was when our host SJ, the current Culture Inc. DJ, was our DJ, and we were doing Focus on Headline, and I do remember that first day when we
Right.
met. And I think
What was my first impression?
my first
like?
impression was it was 야무지다.
Okay. Really?
We are having this right now on the screen. Are we
Yeah.
having this on the... Okay.
We
I'm
are.
not used to this
Okay.
studio.
So we're looking at
this
a
is
photo.
the first day that we were on air together. Those were the COVID times. We had to
Right.
report with our masks on. And as I said, like, what is 야무지다 in English? That's such a difficult word to
It really
translate.
is. It seems like you get your things done,
Yeah.
like without flaws.
Very smart.
Very
and,
smart and always really organized,
Yeah.
which I'm not many times, right?
But that was
you know
my
my
first
clumsy
impression.
side.
But I also think until now, you are very 야무지다.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
So do you remember the first day? How was it?
Well, the first day, to be honest, I don't remember like us on air for the first time, being on air for the first time. But all these days added up to, you know, the relationship that we have built until now. And I still remember that first meal we had together at the very beginning of when I joined Korea Now. You've been doing it for quite a while, but I was a newcomer, right? Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
we
such
had
a-
some wine and some good food.
we did, and that's how we got to become a little closer to each other.
And even before the show, we all also like worked together at the cafe. So
did.
we spent almost like the whole day together, at least once a week.
yeah, we're like bragging on and on and up about
Right.
how close we are. yeah, but well, recently you've gained that title as the K-culture specialist because, like you mentioned in your introduction, you have been hosting the Culture Wave here at Arirang TV for the past 1 year, right? And you've just celebrated the first anniversary very recently. And you share the same birthday as Culture Crunch as well.
Right.
Yeah.
We're like sister programs. We both launched on October 7th, 2024. So yeah, congratulations to Culture Crunch once more.
Yeah, thank you. And congratulations to you too. How
Thank
did it feel
you.
like to have hosted a show like that for 1 year?
I think like I enjoyed every single day of that year. Really, there was not a single day I didn't want to go to work or I don't know. I mean, it's been just a year, but still, I enjoyed every day of it. And yeah, I think it's the best time to talk about Korean culture. And I'm just really also proud about how big Hallyu has become. And now we're having more and more programs here on Arirang that actually focus specifically on culture.
True,
Yes.
true.
And Ji, how do you feel? I think it's been a little over a month now.
It's been a little over a month. I'm still enjoying it, still getting used
Of
to
course.
it. Yeah, it feels surreal to be hosting the show. So, which is why I actually did ask for your advice as well in the very beginning, which we will talk a little bit more about later.
Okay.
But speaking of the influence of K culture, I can really feel that power and influence of K culture expanding. Was there any special episode or trend that made you feel or realize that as well?
Well, I think it's really surreal, like how far the Korean wave has become. Because comparing it to back in the days when I lived in Germany, my friends didn't know a single person from South Korea.
Okay.
I mean, the first question I get when people
I can guess.
ask me where
yeah.
I'm from is, guess.
North or south?
Yes, are you from
Yeah.
North Korea or South Korea? That's the only thing they knew. But these days, if I would ask one of my friends in Europe or America, they would all know BTS and Blackpink and Kimbap Tteokbokki
Of
and
course.
K-pop Demon Hunters. So it really is amazing how far K-pop and all the other aspects of the Korean culture have spread around the world. And just recently, we had a big event happening in Gyeongju,
Of
APEC.
course.
And at the gala dinner, we had G-Dragon perform.
Yes.
And the MC for the event was Ta Eun-woo.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, at an economic event or a diplomatic event, we would never see that happening, right?
Exactly.
It's kind of a weird thing that's happening, but it's not weird.
It's not.
It feels so natural to have GD and Taunu on that stage now.
Yeah.
So like years ago, it would be, oh, we see here G-Dragon here just recently performing, having that Korean cut style hat
yeah.
on his head as well, on his
cut-looking
as well.
fedora,
Yeah, so it's really great how we can fuse Korea's tradition with the modern K-pop and then show it to the world leaders as such an important event where you talk about economy, diplomacy, and all the pending issues around the world. Yeah, so I'm really proud about that. And I mean, usually, also speaking, okay, here we have
Tell us about
Tteokbokki.
that.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, I also felt very... It felt very weird to have Taunu hosting that event because usually we would have MCs like you and me.
Professional MCs
Exactly,
like you.
but he was so professional. So yeah, okay.
Well, can I mention this? It was always So-a.
I don't know, but
Maybe, you never know.
yes, yeah.
Anyway.
That's a behind story, but maybe I could have been also part of
Exactly.
that dinner. But
As a
I was
professional
really
MC,
glad
yeah.
to see Taunu on that stage, and now we see another handsome guy here. This is Park Bo-gum, and he actually became the honorary ambassador for Korea tourism this year. And at this event, I emceed for this event. This was the inauguration or the appointment ceremony. And here you could really feel how there were so many global fans at the site, and also online fans joining in, and it felt like just having this one big K-pop star, big actor, K-actor, becoming this ambassador could bring more and more tourists to the country. It really felt like the figures would rise just after this, decision to appoint Park Bo-gum as the ambassador.
It definitely has a huge promotional effect just by inviting him as the ambassador. And like you mentioned, I mean, you are on broadcasting, you've hosted the Culture Wave for over a year now, which means you've gone through more than 200 episodes. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the international conferences that you have hosted as well. But after holding these numerous episodes for the past year, were there any like on-air slip-ups or like little mistakes that you have made? Because on air, there's so many unexpected surprises waiting for you,
Right, but for the Culture Wave, we actually didn't have any like mentionable.
Really? Any fun behind the scene or on air?
Well, I can actually, since I've been in broadcasting now for around 15 years. Does that tell my age, kind of? I do have some memorable like mistakes or technical glitches that I can share with you, though.
Oh, yes, please. Not necessarily on the
Culture Wave. Because they are more major than those we had on the Culture Wave so far. Okay. Which I'm glad for. But yes, there was this one time when I was doing a live at the National Assembly. And, Arirang has its own Arirang news system. So I had my script on that system on my laptop, and I was connecting to the anchors, my 선배s, my seniors. So you have to usually, as a reporter, because I used to be a full-time reporter at Arirang, you have to memorize a few lines, and then you can go back to your script on your laptop. But there was this one time I couldn't find my line. There was an awkward pause.
More than 3 seconds?
I think it felt like, more than 3 seconds. And what I did was, next question, please.
Oh, really? To the anchor in the studio. Oh, wow.
Just go ahead with the next question.
Okay, so did she?
That was, they did ask next question. So that was a very, now thinking of it, a very funny mistake.
And it must have been very nerve-wracking too, because you're doing a live cross.
Yeah, like at that moment it was, but now one of our other like 선배s who's still around, she loves that glitch that we. Oh my gosh!
Okay, well, we have some fans out in our studio.
We don't have a camera that can like go over there, right?
Holding some like play cards saying So-a and Jihi with hearts.
Wow.
Thank you so much for tuning in live like this, watching us through the glasses.
Yeah. I was so like focused on our talk that I had no idea that there were people out there.
Yeah, I just saw.
Thank
my
you so
gosh.
much.
Okay, so
Where were we?
Yeah, we have to go back to our story.
So yeah, that was a funny episode.
That was
That's
a funny
still
episode.
One of my 선배s still likes to make fun of.
Oh, really? Okay.
But she also said that it was kind of very 당당해 to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, just
that's
go ahead.
What I thought. Yeah, like I thought it was such a confident and witty sort of way of overcoming that,
that was the best
awkward
I could
pause.
do.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually have a few more. If we can talk about them.
Can we save that for later?
Okay, sure.
Let's, because we have more to talk about
Okay.
other than mistakes, right? Okay, so I mentioned earlier that that new title as a K-culture specialist has been added to you. But you've been an N-jobber or N-잡러 in Korean for such a long time, right? So how many different roles are you juggling at the moment?
I think it's actually similar to you, Jihi.
Really? No, I'm sure you have a lot
But because
more.
we currently have our like main job to do on a daily basis, that's why I don't get to do a tons of other jobs right now.
Okay.
But if I would have to like count, it would be, okay, let's say announcer, MC for international events, Voice actor, actress, sometimes translator, interpreter, sometimes editor. What else? German instructor, English instructor.
Musical actor.
Oh, if I can call that a job, I don't know. I think it's more like a hobby, but okay. Musical actress and influencer.
Yeah,
Wanna
that
be
definitely aspiring.
Recently, I've been calling myself a micro influencer.
Oh, you are though, definitely.
If you have around like followers in your thousands and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like 10,000s, you
Micro-influencer,
Yeah, I heard
yeah.
that's a micro influencer.
That is so true. Yeah. So you are a micro influencer and you are doing all these things. And we've actually asked you in advance how you deal with your schedules and what does a busy week look like for you. So can you tell us about that?
Sure. So there are some days where I really have to plan my day by minute. From like even like going to the bathroom.
Really? Oh my
Those
goodness.
are like the extreme days when I have like maybe 4 or 5 gigs to do on a day, but I really don't like those days, to be
Doesn't
honest.
sound very healthy.
I know,
though.
I know.
Yeah.
But this year has been pretty like regular. It was very regularly busy. So that's why I actually want to show you this. This
Okay.
is like not a
Wow.
day. This is like probably the most like hectic week I had this year. So
I
that's
remember that week actually.
Yeah, I
you
think
told
there's
us
one
about
part where we were talking about whether we can have lunch together or not for
Yeah.
10 minutes or not. So yeah, these days I'm kind of more comfortable in writing in Korean. So when
Okay.
I write to myself, I write in Korean. So if I just quickly translate, this week started on a Sunday, and on Sunday I tried to prepare for the next week with whatever I had. And then the busy week started on Monday, although I did have also a recording to do at home on Sunday. And then on Monday, I had to do my regular, the Culture Wave.
Whoa.
But also I had a pre-recording and I had to prepare for some, interviews like you do, Chi, so for our next shows. And I had to prep for a live commerce. And another event that was coming up later up in the week. And then on Tuesday, I had a recording, a voice recording, a live broadcast, a pre-recording, and a meeting. And then I
Wow.
had to get ready for the next day again. And then this Wednesday that we see here, that was the day when I kind of, we talked to each other about whether we're going to eat downstairs here at Arirang or not. So I had a live broadcast in the morning, a live commerce. Then I had to come to Arirang and had to prepare inside the taxi.
Wow.
Get ready. And I had a 3-minute hot dog in between. Then I
Wow.
did the live broadcast, and then I went over across the river to another event to host in the evening, and then get ready for Thursday again.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Thursday again, apart from my regular broadcast, I had another voice recording and then another event.
Yeah.
I had to get ready for the next 2 events coming up. And then you can see on Friday, broadcast, event, getting ready for event, recording, and preparing for interviews. And on Saturday, my weekend didn't start there. I had to work again for an event and get ready for the next week. And on Sunday again, I had to work with a voice recording at home. Writing questions for interviews. So that was a very, very,
Wow,
very
what a packed week. I
Yes.
can't even keep up with that. And you didn't even have a weekend. And that really shows the different end jobs that you're engaging in. And in fact, one of our listeners gave a really smart question. So June 24 is saying, how has being fluent in multiple languages, like you mentioned and shared with us a little bit in the intro, shaped your approach to Korean culture and your work on international broadcasts?
Wow, that's a very deep question.
It is.
I definitely have to say that speaking multiple languages, it does shape your character, but your character is different depending on which language you speak. So I feel like it helps, like being bilingual for events where you speak English and Korean, and then speaking in English to the global audience, but being a Korean at heart is also very helpful in trying to convey the Korean wave to the audience. So I think, I don't know if that answers the question, but
I think you have like multiple perspectives in you because of the different languages you speak.
Right.
And you're able to share like the Korean culture in different ways so that it can help connect people in the world all together from different perspectives.
beautifully summarized.
And that's what you're doing through all your jobs. And I was actually really surprised by the dubbing work or the voice actress or actor work that you're doing. And it must be a little different from the typical narration dubbing. How is it like? Voice acting.
It's one of my favorite things that I do
Yeah?
these days. Yes, I love it when they give me scripts that require some acting in it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, can we take a look at the clip?
Oh sure. Let's take a
I'm
look.
curious.
It'll do magic, believe it or not. Beep-beep-beep-beep-boo. Achoo!
Wow.
I caught a cold and couldn't make a New Year's wish yet.
So that was your voice right there representing Kay, right? The character inside the clip.
Right.
So how is that like? So you said you like that acting bit and you have to make your voice quite different from how you would narrate.
Yes, because Kay is a character that's in her early 20s and she is like an MZ student and very quirky and bright. So that's why I try to kind of make my voice tone higher than usual. And there is actually a behind story to the clip that we just saw. Kay says that she's caught a cold. And actually, So-a caught a cold back then. That's why I thought my voice might sound not as good as usual. That's why I asked like the team whether we could kind of change the script, and then I changed it into like sneezing K version.
Oh, okay, that's smart. That was a smart twist right there.
Well, as an announcer and voice actor, you should always, care for your
Of
voice.
course.
But I guess that was the best I could do
Yeah.
there. And especially when you imitate a voice, sometimes it actually gets even easier because when you've got a cold, your own voice sounds different than usual. So it's even a little easier if you have to do that acting.
I see. Well, since we've seen a glimpse of your talent changing your voice like this, I'd love to talk about your musical theater challenge. So last year, you actually pushed yourself to try out this musical acting. What made you give that shot?
I mean, I always liked to sing and dance, but one of my friends asked me if I would like to join this musical class. That friend actually, a friend who was a guest on Culture Crunch,
Really?
asked this
On
other
Culture
friend.
Crunch?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Tanat,
Oh, the
hanbok
hanbok designer.
She
Okay.
was also in this class, and she
Oh.
told her friend about this class, and that friend told me about the class.
Oh, wow, what a small
I
world and
know, I
everything's so
know.
connected.
Yes.
Okay.
So and I just thought, okay, why don't I just give it a try, because I'm P like that.
Okay.
I like to be
And
spontaneous, so I just
Speaking of which,
Yes?
can you sing perhaps
Oh.
a verse from your musical for us?
I don't know if our listeners and viewers realize that I'm a little more nervous than usual. It's because
No,
I knew
you're
this
doing
was
great.
coming up.
You'll do fine.
So yes, but I'd love to try it out really.
Yes,
And
please.
I actually prepared one part of a song that I did perform on stage after that musical class. It's on my own from Les Miserables. And then I have a part of the musical Elizabeth. The original title is Ich gehöre nur mir in German, which means 나는 나만의 것.
Ah,
And then the
okay.
other two you will probably realize. So this is a mashup that I prepared.
Okay. Take it away. I'm
Oh
curious.
my gosh. Okay, let's try it.
Yoo!
On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. 나 싫어 세상 속 난 싫어 이런 삶 세상 속의 새처럼 난 싫어 이런 삶 인형 같은 내 모습 난 당신의 소유물이 아니야 내 주인은 나야 Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't they think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Oh, wow. It mustn't have been easy to come up with that mashup too. And oh my gosh, you did a
Wow.
great job. Our listeners are saying you have a beautiful voice, so soothing, very powerful. You're multi-talented.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now I can relax.
Yes, you can now relax. And we have so much more to talk about. Well, we'll leave you to rest for a bit.
Thank you.
And we'll come back after our next song. Here is our song, One Thing by Stacy.
I'm just waiting for only one thing, only one thing. 다른 건 안 원해. I'm just waiting for only one thing, only one thing. 많은 건 안 원해. 어떻게 처음부터 recognize is real? 솔직하게 난 그게 잘 와닿지 않아. 한 번은 느끼겠지 그게 언제 clear. Even if it's GPT, It's a happy thing. 이런저런 ABC. 고민 생각들로 머릿속은 내 busy. Want a million no. Wanting a billion so, bruh. 욕심이 생겨 점점 더. Giddy up, hurry up. Oh. 조금 뻔해도 rom-com. 결국 내가 원하는 대로 끝나는 scenario. 놓치면 안 돼 prime time. 더는 설명 안 하지. 이미 you know what I mean. I'm just waiting for only one thing, only one thing. 다른 건 안 원해. I'm just waiting for only one thing, only one thing. 많은 건 안 원해. 남들이 볼 때와는 다른 이미지. 솔직하게 내 I'm that but aiming. 당장이 말하자면 원해 limited. If it's little ordinary, 외모는 날 이슈가 말이 잘 통해 서로. 아무 노래 틀어줘도 그게 고개절러. Pick me up girls, pick me up girls. 이따가 연락해 자세한 거 만나서도 얘기해줘. Take him to the beach road. 조금 뻔해도 rom-com. 결국 내가 원하는 대로 끝나는 scenario. 놓치면 안 돼 prime time. 더는 설명 안 하지. 이미 you know what I mean. I'm just waiting for only one thing, only one thing. 다른 건 안 원해. I'm just waiting for only one thing, only one thing. 많은 건 안 원해. 뚜렷해 내 맘이. 그 누구도 이해하지 못해 anyway. 분명해 내 맘이. 많은 거는 버려. 내가 원하는 건 only one thing. I'm just waiting for only
You're listening to and watching Culture Crunch on Arirang Radio and TV. On Creme de la Creme today, we're joined by Kwon So-a, one of the busiest announcers here in Korea. Now, she's drawn a life graph for us, but before we dive right in, I want to ask her, because she was born in Germany, what made you come back to Korea? I mean,
Well, maybe I should start with why I was born in Germany.
Yeah.
My grandparents studied in Germany. That's how my dad was also born in Germany. That is why I'm a Kyopo 2.5 generation.
okay.
And yes, that's me in Germany, in Berlin. And
Oh, so cute.
the photo, like the younger
One
the
on the
younger
right,
one of them
yeah.
is, I see there is an 89 on the photo, which means I was probably, I was not even 1 year old back then, because that is
Okay.
March. And then on the left, you can see like me at school in my first year.
Aw.
So yes, so I was born in Germany and was raised there. And I just came back with my family because they always like wanted to come back again. So that's
Right.
why I ended up being in Korea in middle school. Like third grade of middle school, but I went to a German school in Korea. And then I also
right.
went to Canada for a year and came back to Korea like for real in 2005.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
are like a third culture kid with a lot of cultural backgrounds. And I think that background, that unique background you have, is helping you to live a end jobber's life, you know, doing all these broadcasting and hosting international conferences. Now, I'm curious, were you always aspiring to become a broadcaster or reporter or announcer when you were young?
Well, as a child, I had a lot of different dreams. I went from teacher to novelist to shoe designer to
shoe designer.
Yeah, so I had so many different things I wanted to become. Singer. So I think announcer and journalist was, at some time, it was always there. But I think it was in university when I really knew what I wanted to do.
I see. Okay. Well, let's take a look at your graph and talk more about
Okay.
what you wanted to do and your life as a broadcaster. Now, looking at your graph, it sort of looks like it's a really unique graph. And I think you drew flowers around it as well,
Yes.
right?
So first of all, it shows where I'm not talented in.
Okay. Oh,
In
drawing.
drawing and sketching and all of that.
Okay.
So besides from like singing on air, this was also a big task for me.
Okay. Did you practice?
A little bit.
Okay.
But still, I don't get how all the guests that you had before are so
Yeah.
good at doing this.
Oh, no. This is good enough, you know.
Okay, so so I guess my graph here, up here is when I'm happy, up down here is when I'm unhappy.
But
I think
you're not.
Yeah, I think I
unhappy
was
at all.
happy my whole life.
wow.
And I don't really have many upside downs.
Oh.
Like, I'm a very emotionally
Stable.
stable person, I think. So that's why I just have very like mini graphs going up and down. Of course, I did have hard times like when I was a teenager, and yeah. But when my career really started was... Do I have to go over and like kind of point actually?
Oh, yeah, you can just.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very rough, by the way. So rather than looking at the graph, I might just tell you.
Yeah.
So yes, my career started when I was right after university, right after graduating, 24 years old. I started with radio at a different English station as a traffic reporter, as a freelancer. And then I became a weathercaster at Arirang. So I was quite busy from the get-go, but then I became a full-time reporter at Arirang, and I was doing that for around 4 years. After that, in 2017, I became a freelancer again, but I had nothing back then. It was a very spontaneous decision. I wasn't even unhappy with my life as a journalist here. But there was this one 언니, one of my close friends, who one day messaged me and said, "Oh, 소아도 내년이면 30이구나. Soa, you're also 30 next year." And suddenly I had that I don't know, that idea of quitting my job because, I'm becoming 30 next year. I should try out more things. So that's when I just decided on that day, I'm going to quit my job right now, my full-time job, to try out other things.
Before you become a little older, although 30 was a really young age.
I just thought it's a great turning point to start new things. So I had no job, nothing when I quit here. But luckily, 아름아름, like bit by bit, I got some opportunities and I could continue with doing what I love, which is broadcasting. But it took some time before I was on TV again. So during that time, I tried out like emceeing as well. But at the beginning, it's not easy. You don't like get so many gigs at the beginning because you don't have the connections and so forth. So so I guess some of the like tiny downs are those parts maybe, but even at those times I was happy that I had much time for other things to do. And then I think around, let's say this is around after my early 30s, from my early 30s to now. I'm not in my mid 30s anymore, I'm kind of in my late 30s, but
which is surprising.
That's kind of where I'm the happiest. So that's when I have been working as a freelancer for around, 3 or 4 years. And then it started to kind of go more the direction I wanted to go. And especially with the Culture Wave, with being the host of a daily program, that's what I always wanted to do. And also last year, was it last year or was it 2 years ago? I was on one of the a popular talk show in Korea.
Of course.
And yes, so there were things that I had imagined I wanted to do that kind of started to realize in my mid 30s. So I would say currently I'm very happy, but I also wanted to express these flowers as 꽃길.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Because you drew flowers around it. And it seems like you always have that positive mindset and attitude when it comes to your life, you know? So I'm wondering, do you have like a special life motto?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
It's in Korean, it's 걷지 말고 춤추듯이 살아라, which would mean don't walk through your life, dance through your life. So yeah, I try to make as much as possible with every day that I have. And yeah, that's why I think that's kind of my life motto.
Well, that reminds me of the saying, like, 밀라놓나. We talked about that on one of our Sunday segments, but she said life isn't like a homework assignment or a task, but it's a celebration and festival. And that really seems like what you are trying to pursue through your life as well. And looking at your graph, it never goes down to that negative side. It never goes to the minus area. So, and you said in one of the interviews that you had recently, you don't really have any slumps or get stuck in a routine. Is that true?
I think so. Maybe I didn't work hard enough.
No, I'm sure that's not
because
the
people
case.
who work too much, they get that burnout.
That's what they say, I guess. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, like every day, also with the Culture Wave that I do right now, I try to be at least 0.1% better than the day before, or I try to have something different every day. So that's why I never get tired of what I do. I just love what I do. And there are so many ways you can improve. You can always improve, and you can always be creative with what you do. So I'm really grateful that I really love my job, that I get to do something that I get paid for, something that I enjoy. So maybe that's why I did not have a slump yet, but maybe it's still coming because I didn't even have what do you call 사춘기 in English?
Like the puberty time?
Yeah, I didn't even have that. So maybe all of that will come later. I don't know.
You know what? Because they have like 총량의 법칙. So maybe eventually you might have it.
Oh, no.
Like not that I want you to, but if you did come across any slumps, how do you think you'll overcome them?
With good food.
With good food. Okay. You know what? I love that side about you. You're like really positive and you think things simply in a way. And that's, I guess, what keeps you going as well. And speaking of which, I wonder what motivates you through all of this work and keeping your career steady and stable like this.
Well, as I said, I try to get better at what I do every day, at least a tiny bit. If it's 0.1% a day, and then you have 10 days of it, would be already 1%, and 100 days, 10%. So I look forward to the better version of me the next day. And if I go back to what I did, if I monitor myself and I do see that improvement, it just motivates me.
Okay. Well, you're really happy with your current status and the job that you have. But if you were to, this is a question from one of our listeners, by the way, Neon, would So-a ever want to try a stable job? I guess not like living a freelancer's life, but having a stable job. And how do you balance your busy schedule with time? Like, I guess it's about time management.
Well, first off, I started out as a freelancer, but then I did work as a full-time reporter. I had that
Right.
stable job for around 4 years. So if I've tried out both, that's why I feel like freelancer suits me better. So yes, from now on, I don't really think I need a stable job. I'm very
Okay.
happy right now with
Yeah. You know
not
what?
being
You're-
attached to anything too much.
Yeah, and you have a stable freelancer job. It seems like, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, currently I have the wonderful balance of stable and trying out other new things on the sidelines. But speaking of time management, I try to make good use of, for instance, when I come to work. On the go, I try to work, or I also when I message my friends, we talk a lot on Ka.
Yeah.
On
The
that
Messenger app.
Messenger app,
Yeah.
and I try to do that on my laptop so that I can be faster at typing.
Oh, okay.
Those tiny little things, and I don't sleep that much, I guess. No.
You said you slept only 1 hour last
Yes,
night.
I slept a little more than an hour last night. That's why I hope I'm making sense right now.
You are, but you were that busy even last night. You know, yeah. So like, how do you? I mean, so I guess you try to make your routines and work efficient, and you try to
Yeah.
work smart.
Yes, and also I do get rests in between. I mean, for me, a work-life balance is very important, even though some people don't believe me. I'm not like really a workaholic.
Oh, okay.
I love to have like my me time, my So-a time, I call it, at a cafe, having a drink and being on social media. And so making good use of your time, and especially when you have some things coming up. Whenever you have some spare time, get ready before the D-Day comes. That's one of the tips I would give to people.
Okay.
So even if you have something coming up in 2 weeks from now, try to do at least a tiny bit of it beforehand, so that you're not in a rush later on, because later on you don't know what else is gonna add up to your schedule.
Right. So don't procrastinate and leave everything to the last minute, but do it bit by bit every day,
Yes.
even though you have a lot of time left. All right. Well, I wish we had more time, but how was it like to actually reflect upon your life, your broadcasting career, and even draw a life graph like this? How was it?
Well, I felt like I could, although it seems like I don't have too many emotions going on, like not too many ups and downs, I did feel like the emotions I had back then during my career in starting from my 20s to now. So yeah, I enjoyed it looking back at that time. And that again gives me some extra motivation for
really?
the rest
That's
of the
good.
day and the rest of the year.
I'm sure many people, our listeners and myself too, have been motivated and inspired through your talk today as well. And we don't have much time left until the end of this year. Do you have any plans for this bit of the year, or any huge or bigger plans for next year?
Well, 2 years I want to get done this year is 1, clean my room, and 2, read 30 books, because that was my only resolution, New Year's resolution that I had at the beginning of the year.
remember.
Yes. I've got through around half of that.
Oh.
I've only got 2 months left, but maybe I can, speed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But the first one, cleaning up my room, I think I won't manage that this year. And next year, I might want to try out acting.
Oh,
because
really?
when I did that musical
Yeah.
class, I felt like I really enjoyed the acting classes that we had.
I
mean,
see.
singing and dancing is also fun too, but that's something I would really like to try out.
Oh, okay. I love how you're always pushing yourself to take on these new challenges and broaden your perspective and your experience. And I'm sure that will seep through yourself, your mindset, and really reflect or shine through your work, all the work that you do as well. You know what? I have a question though. You brought
Sure.
a little prop with you today.
Oh.
Can you tell us about that little cute doll that you have sitting next to you?
This is a quokka, which is one of my favorite animals because people tell me I look like a quokka. Do I look like
You do. You
But this one
definitely
is
do.
actually I borrowed it from my makeup sim this morning because it really felt like a couple look together today with the
Totally.
green hat.
Yeah, with the little hat as well. It's so cute. So So-a, many
Hello,
people.
Jihin. I'm Kwokka. How
Oh
are
my
you?
gosh. Was that a little 성대모사? Were you imitating some sort of...
Not something that just
That was
it just
quokka
popped up in my yes.
Okay.
I can do 성대모사 though when we have time next time.
Yes, come again next time
Okay.
for more episode 2. Yeah. All right. Well, our last official question for
Okay.
Creme de la Creme before we end. What does 아나운서 or announcer mean to So-a?
Can I say this in Korean?
Sure. And you can tell us in English as well.
Oh, I thought Ji is going to do that for me. Well, 아나운서 to me is 덕업일치, which kind of means that my profession and my passion, profession equals passion, kind of. I
Yeah.
just love to do what I do
Yeah.
to earn my bread.
Yeah. And what you love became your job, basically. And you love your job because you're doing what you love.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. You know what? I wish we had more time to talk about all the other, fun stuff that you have prepared for us. But we'll have to end it right there. But it was such a motivating, inspiring, and fun time with you, So-a, today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Ji, and thank you to all the Culture Crunch listeners and viewers.
Thank you so much.
Also, can I also say, please tune in at 2 p.m. as well.
Oh, yeah, the Culture
I'll be
Wave
back.
as well. All right. Well, that was Kwon So-a in the studio. She had so much stories to share with us, but unfortunately, we'll have to wrap up right there. But please do join us again tomorrow at 11 a.m. for more Culture to Crunch On. This has been your DJ Chihi, and we'll say goodbye with our last song. Here's Once Again by Winter and Ningning. Bye-bye. Keep crunching.
별이 뜨는 것처럼 너는 빛이 난다고 무지개가 뜨는 곳에 너와 함께 난 달려갈게 alright I'm trying to realize Follow 서로에게 전해지는 위로 따스해져가는 그 손길로 변함없이 나는 여기 over alright you I will still be here once again 햇살이 빛나도록 비추고 있어 우리 서로 지켜줄 거야 oh you Cause I'm in love with you 너와 내가 꿈꾸던 그곳 언젠가는 갈 거야 너의 손을 잡고서 수많았던 후회들로 아파했던 날들 속에 When you believe somehow you will Follow 서로에게 전해지는 위로 따스해져가는 그 손길로 변함없이 나는 여기 over Alright I will still be here once again 햇살이 빛나도록 비추고 있어 그렇지